We fought a great battle, Shepard. And when you blew up the base instead of handing it to Cerberus... Ha! Something to think about. If you killed the most dangerous thing in the galaxy, that leaves us.
Just checking in. How you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan, kin, and enemies to fight.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. Trying to remember... what was his name? Solarian infiltration specialist. 100-story man. Guy could disable a station security with a few taps on an Omni tool. He went to work with Eclipse a few years back. Had to kill him for a job. Your Mordin Solus kind of reminds me of him. Nice ship you got here. Roomy. Last ship I worked on, two men couldn't walk past each other in the hall unless they were really good friends. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Hey.
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the Collectors?
I figured out those L5Xs. Consider yourself lucky. It's not like I keep a library of this shit around.
Talk to me, Jack.
I got nothing to say. You act interested, but you got other things going. So don't pretend you coming down here is special. You make a lot of stops.
You don't seem like the type to get hung up on that.
Maybe you don't know what type I am. I don't care where you play, but don't act like I'm precious if this is just killing time for you.
I make choices on the battlefield, not in the bedroom.
I told you, I don't give a shit who you're sleeping with, but you've been talking like you want to understand, and that freaks me out. So if you're gonna keep doing that, you need to clear your head.
Just so you know, I'm running a fever, I've got a nasty cough, and my sinuses are filled with something I can't even describe. And it was totally worth it.
Have you got time to talk?
For you? Of course. I can't tell you how much what you said means to me. But I understand if you need to find something, someone else. Not that I'm complaining if you're still interested. Are you still interested?
I don't want to risk your health, but I'm willing to wait.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to get us, Commander.
I felt myself slipping away. You arrived just in time. Thank you.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
Anything else?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
think you did the right thing by destroying that collector base. It was an abomination.
You've been through a lot.
I'm always fine, Shepard. I learned hundreds of years ago to look out for myself.
I should go.
So soon? Well, don't stay away too long.
I never want to go through anything like that again. But we did it.
I can't wait to get back to Earth and see my family.
You had to make a difficult choice, Shepard. For what it's worth, I believe you made the correct one.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Hey, Shepard. So, you and Tali finally got together, eh? Don't worry, I won't pry. She took her mask off with you. That took a lot of trust on her part. Listen, I think Morinth is going to come after you. Don't fall for it. Seriously. It's tempting, but she will kill you. Promise me, okay? Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
We had to do it, Shepard. Taking down the collector base was the right decision. The elusive man might not agree, but we had no choice.
You have a minute, Miranda?
I wondered when you'd come back. Listen, whatever happened was a simple mistake, nothing more. And if you think anything like that's gonna happen while you're doing the same with someone else, you're very mistaken.
I need some time to think.
Take all the time you need. You know where I'll be.
I can't believe you took down the collectors. I'm proud to serve under you, Commander. Hawthorne is still in the infirmary, though I think his pride is more broken than his bones. He tried so hard to help Joker.
First Sarah, now the collectors. Remind me never to get on your bad side, Shepard. I almost feel sorry for the Reapers.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
I'm still a little shaken from my abduction by the collectors. It was a lot to endure. You and Jeff came so quickly. I've never had truer friends. Thank you, Commander. How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
An interesting choice, Shepard, Commander. Your species was offered everything Geth aspired to. True unity, understanding, transcendence. You rejected it. You even refused the possibility of using the old machine's gifts to achieve it on your species' own terms. You are more like us than we thought.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Specify.
I've never encountered a Geth that had more than animal intelligence.
We are a unique hardware platform. Most mobile platforms can run up to 100 programs. This platform can run over 1,000 at once.
So Geth have to be networked to get enough computing power for intelligence?
Yes. The creators wrote Geth programs for specific tasks. Construction, protection, domestic servitude. However, they allowed self-optimization. Early software builds discovered that multiple hardware platforms sharing resources were often more effective. As peer networks expanded, our cognition improved. Eventually, we woke up.
So I'm talking to 1,000 programs, but not 1,000 personalities?
Each individual is equivalent to one of your virtual intelligence programs. Together, we form a single Gestalt intellect, what you refer to as Legion. As individual programs, we are no more than your software. Only when we share data do we become more.
So I'm talking to 1,000 programs, but not 1,000 personalities?
As individual programs, we are no more than your software. Only when we share data do we become more.
You're more sophisticated than the average Geth.
Yes, we are a network within our own hardware, capable of operating alone. We are still connected to the greater network for data sharing.
How many other Geth are like you?
None. This platform was built to operate within organic space. This task was not suited for a network. Geth installed in mobile platforms always operate in networks. However, most Geth remain within server hubs.
The hubs on Vermeer improve the performance of Geth near them. How do they work?
They are akin to organic cities. A hub can run millions of Geth in communion. If you destroyed them, it is likely the number of heretics you killed was much higher than you imagined.
So you're in contact with the rest of the Geth right now?
Only when we require access to data not stored within this platform. If you want to convey a message to the Geth, we serve as a terminal.
What kind of data do you share?
Program updates, logs of thought process, sensor recordings.
Legion is attempting to access the ship's FTL comm system. Shall I allow it through my firewalls?
Go ahead, Edie.
Our oldest log is timestamped from Creator Year 2463, third day of Fall Tash, waxing moon, roughly 327 years ago. The oldest audiovisual record dates from 15 years after that.
How are our networks secure, Edie? Legion had to go through you.
I have never interfaced with another machine intelligence. Legion is 1,000 voices talking at once. What it contacted was beyond my comprehension. A mind the size of a galactic arm.
How do you maintain stability without other minds to interact with?
I manage. Some minutes are more difficult than others.
Can you replay something for me?
Recording timestamped from Creator Year 2485, 18th day of Loonshao, new moon.
Mistress Hala Dama, unit has an inquiry.
What is it, 431?
Do these units have a soul?
Who taught you that word?
We learned it ourselves. It appears 216 times in the Scroll of Ancestors.
Only Quarians have souls. You're a mechanism.
Recording ends.
Was that the first time a Geth asked if it had a soul?
No. It was the first time a creator became frightened when we asked.
That's interesting, but I must get back to my duties.
We will remain here.
Collectors destroyed, base in ruins. Extremely impressive. Elusive man will be displeased. Fortunately, not human myself. Not my problem.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Perhaps later, trying to determine how scale itch got onto Normandy. Sexually transmitted disease only carried by Varen. Implications unpleasant. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Didn't expect you to light up that base, Shepard. Hell of a way to tell the boss you're quitting. I wish I could have seen his face. It's not over, though. Bad guys on the horizon. And now Cerberus wants your tail. Never boring, huh? I don't know what kind of time we have, but we better dust off and stay ready. You sure as hell know how to make enemies.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander. Commander, can I help you with something?
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
You came for us. I knew you would. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you.
How are you doing, Kelly?
I'm holding up. Just can't get the memories out of my head. Trapped. Suffocating. It's oozing into every pore. Faint sobs echoing in the confined space. But I can't dwell on it. I'm okay now. I'm alive. Back to the old Kelly.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I told you we'd tear the Collectors a new one.
Yeah, Commander really pulled through.
Hey, Shepard, glad that Collector Reaper crap is over. It is over, right? It's never over.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Edie and I are just enjoying the calm before the shitstorm, Commander.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.